12 News is your election headquarters, and tomorrow will be your last chance to cast a ballot in the State Rep District 21 runoff. Incumbent Phelan is fighting to keep his seat against challenger David Covey. By this time tomorrow, we'll know who won the votes of Southeast Texans and will go on to represent our community in Austin. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brenda Matuti.
I'm Jordan Williams. After months of campaigning and millions of dollars being spent, it all comes down to tomorrow. Both candidates now making a final appeal.
I've got 10 years of experience in this Texas House, right? I'm the first speaker in the history of the state of Texas from Southeast Texas. We've never had a governor, we've never had a lieutenant governor, and we've never had a speaker in 176 years from Southeast Texas.
Some people get into office and they forget to represent the voters, and so it helps to have someone who is like the voters. I work a job like most of the people in this district, and so I can relate to them. I know the struggles, I know the cost of living.
Here's a look at the vote tallies already. 7,600 people cast ballots early in Orange County. Jefferson County had roughly 7,100 people vote early, and Jasper County roughly 2,800 people voted early. You know, a sitting speaker hasn't been ousted from office in Texas in half a century.
Yeah, this would be a big deal. The outcome of this race could be an indicator of where the GOP party stands right now. 12 News reporter Ebony Coleman spoke with experts who are closely watching this race. Ebony.
Sorry guys, I don't have to tell you how important this primary runoff race is, and tomorrow it will all come down to the wire when voters have the final say at the polls.
What we are watching in this runoff is these two factions of the Republican Party go at it.
For months, the District 21 primary runoff race has left Texans on the edge of their seats.
As you know, a sitting Texas House Speaker hasn't been defeated back home since 1972.
Incumbent and House Speaker Dade Phelan faces the fight of his political career from former Orange County GOP Chair David Covey.
And you're seeing just how much is involved here. We've got millions of dollars on the line, players from out of state, really important stuff. And it's not so much to try to get somebody elected, it's just to try to kick somebody out.
Vinny Manchillo is following the face-off from North Texas, where he's an ad expert, and Bob Garrett is watching from Austin. He's a former State House reporter for the Dallas Morning News. 12 News has turned to both men for outside analysis.
It would be an earthquake if David Covey ousts the sitting speaker, Dade Phelan. It would also, you know, for the Southeast Texas region, have a lot of repercussions.
Garrett and Manchillo say one of the biggest issues between the two candidates is school vouchers.
Hey, Dade Phelan's a pretty conservative guy, and in the last session of the legislature, they passed a lot of conservative bills, but they did not pass school vouchers, and that's really what all this is about.
So Covey would be an issue-oriented, more of an ideologue, and so he might become a author, leading proponent of some very wedge issue type things, and he's obviously for school vouchers.
Just as a reminder, poll doors open up at 7 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. For a full list of all Election Day voting locations in Jasper, Orange, and Jefferson counties, head to our 12 News Now website. In studio, Ebony Coleman, 12 News.